Hey guys, it's Savannah and welcome back to my channel. Today we are back for podcast episode, I believe 24, which is just so insane to me. 24 podcast episodes in under 2 years. I think I'm doing pretty great on this. Ignore my dogs in the background. Actually, I took a cute little clip right before this, so let's go ahead and see that. Got two little helpers today. Hi, Georgie. Hi, Ivy. Ivy's the one right there. Georgie is this one right here. Georgie actually turned 13 yesterday. She is as spry as ever once we figured out she has arthritis and she started getting a shot that our vet recommended. So, I've got some big news to share first thing, and I cannot just not share it with you guys because you guys have been here with me for so long, but I got engaged. I'm so excited! So, my fiance, which is still crazy to say, but my fiance Cole took me on a date. It'll be 2 weeks ago this Saturday, so a week and a half ago, up to the Knoxville Zoo. We made a day of it. He brought me flowers when he picked me up. He surprised me with a journal in which he wrote down every single date we've been on in it, and we just explored the zoo and had a lot of fun. And he proposed when we got to the giraffes, which was just so very sweet because that is how we started talking. We met on Hinge and he liked one of my photos, and then on his profile he had a fun fact, which was that a group of giraffes is called a tower. And I just loved that fact immediately, and I told him that, and I was like, I cannot believe I did not know that. And that's how we started talking. So a week after we started talking, we had our first date, and then almost 15 months later he proposed. And I love him so much, and I cannot wait to get married to him. So we are currently in the beginning stages of planning our wedding, and hopefully we'll have it all together by April. But he's just such an amazing guy and so supportive, and I love him to death, and both of us are just so excited to start our lives completely together. So, oh, but I'm actually wearing a t-shirt we got at the zoo, which I always forget this is mirrored, but we have a giraffe right here, and then on the back is a giraffe and a tiger together. He is a huge fan of the Rocky franchise, and in the first movie, I believe it's the first movie, Rocky proposes to Adrian in front of the tigers at the zoo. So he said he kind of stole the idea from Rocky, but twisted it for us. I was just like, well, this shirt is just perfect, but I'm also Year of the Tiger, so I really like the tiger's on the back too because it's one of my favorite animals. But now that my gushing is out of the way, this last Saturday we went to we went to the Fanboy Expo last month. We went to FarleyCon in Chattanooga, which is a lot closer to us than Knoxville. We took his brother and my sister, and I did a whole video on that a couple days ago, so I will link that in one of these corners, whichever one it's going to be, if you guys want to check that out. I did give an update on my Optimus bag in that. because I took this one to the FarleyCon as well. I am highly considering Cole's idea of doing a Bumblebee bag for the Chattanooga Comic Con in October, because Bumblebee and Grimlock's voice actors will be there, and it'll be a lot easier to make a Bumblebee versus a Grimlock, especially since I have the pattern pretty much written and just need to make the details look like a Bumblebee instead of Optimus. But anyway, I believe that is all of my chit chat I have for this one. So let's get on to some finished objects. So I finished my last solid spike stitch granny square for my Disney Attraction Club blanket. This one was Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, and I love the vibrancy of the colors on it. I have washed all of them and blocked them before I do the border, but they all look gorgeous, but my January, February, and March have ended up significantly larger than all the others, so I'm going to be frogging all of these and redoing them. I hate to do it, but I don't want the proportions to be as vastly different as they are, because that is how much bigger it is. So yeah, I hate the idea of having to frog 3 whole months worth of them, but I'm going to have to if I want it to look the way I want it to look. But in the meantime, all the rest of them can finish drying, because they are taking forever to dry because I just kind of stack them on each other. Not my best idea, but they are, it is what it is. So while the rest are drying, I can frog and rework a few squares. So I mean, it makes sense because my attention was not consistent for the first few, so I'm just going with the flow. So yeah, it won't be as bad as I think it is, but I do have one more finished object, but I do not have it. I will post a photo right here, but I made Cole a lanyard because his broke, and I showed y'all what I was working with the last time, but I did end up changing it up some and finished it and released the pattern. I will post a link for the pattern in the description down below, but I'm very happy with how it turned out, and it has gave me an idea for a Tunisian shawl pattern, so I may work on that at some point soon-ish. I'm putting that ish in there for a reason. But anyway, that is all for my finished objects. Let's get on to some whips. Alright. First things first, I cannot believe I have not shown this on here before, but this is the beginnings of the second half of a Tunisian scarf I have been making my dad for the last couple years. He already has the first half, and I've been taking forever on the second half, so I'm hoping to have it finished for October for him. We'll see. But it is a, I wouldn't completely say replica, but it's a version of the 4th Doctor's scarf from the original Doctor Who series. If you've ever seen that, good series. But my dad grew up watching Doctor Who, and the 4th Doctor was his favorite, and he has this ginormous knitted scarf that he wears, and I mean it's ginormous because it's like 14+ feet long, I forget exactly how long it is, but the story behind it is wardrobe, one woman in the wardrobe department asked the showrunner or someone like that what colors to use for the scarf, because they had like 7 different colors and she was knitting it for him, and he said just use all of it, and she took that to mean use all of the yarn you have, I don't care how long it is, and it ended up super long, but it was such a wonderful scarf and became kind of what the Doctor, that iteration of the Doctor, was known for. If I haven't already, I'll go ahead and post a photo of, I believe it's Tom Baker wearing the scarf. But my dad loves it, and yeah, so he has the first half, and I am working on the second half, and I still have quite a bit to go. But once it's done, I will be sewing the 2 halves together. So it is one ginormous scarf instead of 2 huge scarves. But yeah, that is it for that. Next up, we have my fingering weight version of my holiday candy shawl, which is coming along quite nicely, if I do say so myself. I am on color 11, and yeah, I'm already having to add more to the pattern because by row 5 of color 10, I had already finished the original pattern. So I am on row 141. The original pattern has 137 rows. My stitch count is 144 stitches per row right now, and each row it increases by 1. So it is coming along quite nicely, but I still have 13 more colors after this. But it is a very, very pretty shawl so far. I measured it before I started filming it, so the top line is 29 1/4 inches long right now, and the depth of it is 23.5 inches. So it is going to be quite the shawl once it's done, but I am slowly getting shorter and shorter sections. I believe color 11 is going to end up with only 7 rows instead of the 8 that the last several have had. So it's not going to be too much longer, I say with hesitance. But it's still going to end up a pretty decent size. And then I'm going to have to do the border and probably rework that a little bit, because the original border is in multiples of 5, and I'm not entirely sure I will have a multiple of 5 when I finish, but we will see. If it doesn't end up exactly like the original one, I'll be fine with it, maybe. But I already have the next 3 colors after this one. This one is from Sorella Yarns from the Little Mermaid collection from a few years ago. But I have these 3 colors next. I've not wound them yet because I want to wind them once I'm done with color 11. But I believe these 2 are from Paper Crane Yarns, and or is it these 2? Yeah, I think these 2 are Paper Crane Yarns, and this one is Holly Dye Works. It's some combination here of what I am confident in is this one is Paper Crane Yarns. I actually do have a picture somewhere of which ones are which, hang on. Okay, yeah. Pretty sure it's paper crane yarn and Holly Dye Works. It's very hard to tell because a lot of these are very similar colorways, and then the camera is making them look a little bit deeper than they look to me, and probably to you. But I am excited to add more onto it. I absolutely love this pattern, and I cannot wait to get my fingering weight version done and share it with you guys. I'm still planning on having it done before the advent calendars get shipped out to y'all and to me, because I have a couple coming. But it probably will not happen by the end of August like I was thinking. Like I was hoping. Let me rephrase that. Like I was hoping. But anyway, still got one more to show y'all. I have worked a little bit more on my fingering weight scrappy blanket. I am almost where my DK weight one has left off for the moment. I wanted to catch up with the fingering weight one before I worked more on my DK weight one. But this one, I am on, I believe, repeat 5 of my pattern, which is the repeat where we change from the puff stitches to the crossed double crochets, which I am excited to get to because those are just so fun to me. But the sides for this one are sitting at about 8 inches across, while completely across is sitting at about 19 inches. So this one is still fairly small. This one barely covers my lap right now. But I only have about 7 more colors in here right now, so it's going to have a lot more colors to choose from once I'm done with my holiday candy shawl. But in comparison, this is my DK weight version, which is not completely fitting in the screen. But the sides for this one are about 11 3/4 inches, and completely across is about 27 inches, so over 2 feet across. So this one is very big. But I believe that is all of my whips I have. I hope it's all my whips I have. If not, I have no idea what else I've been working on. But I do have a little bit of a stash enhancement for y'all, and it's not one that you may think of. Okay, so like I said, I have a little bit of a different stash enhancement for y'all this time. It's not yarn and it is not fabric. It is this gorgeous crochet hook. This is a handmade wooden crochet hook from Leto Workshop. They are a Ukraine-based crochet hook maker, a husband and wife team, and I have bought hooks from them before. It's been over a year since I've gotten one from them, and this is only my 3rd, but this was my first one I got from them. This, I forget exactly what wood each of these are except for my new one, but this one is a 6mm crochet hook. It was my first wooden crochet hook, and I absolutely loved it. They are wonderful people and so nice. And then this is my 2nd one I got from them, which I absolutely love the two-tone of it. I want to say this one is Purple Heart wood, but I could be wrong. But this one is a 5.5mm crochet hook, which I absolutely love. And then my newest one is a 4.5mm purple heart wood, and I absolutely adore the detailing on this. Like, can you not? This is absolutely gorgeous. But like I said, they are based in Ukraine, and so they've had issues this last year and several months because of the war in Ukraine. But they are still managing to make and sell crochet hooks, and I absolutely fell in love with this one and just had to purchase another one. And I'm so happy I did, because it is so nice. It feels so good in my hand as I work with it. And they all come in these adorable little pouches that they also make. And like, seriously, I love them so much. So I'm gonna link their website down below so you guys can check them out. Let me know if you've ever bought a hook from them before, because like I said, they are incredible. They are great quality. Like, I worry sometimes with how hard I get with my tension on some of them that it's going to break, but they don't. They are such great quality hooks, and they are wonderful people, and I absolutely adore them and their shop. But anyway, that is all I have for you guys today. Like always, give this video a like. Let me know what you enjoyed in this video today. If you have any questions about any of my projects, let me know in the comments down below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Until then, happy crocheting!